Oriire Abduction. Rescue claims spark reaction as Bwala Alleges external influence on terrorism. Public debate has intensified following fresh revelations by one of the teachers recently reunited with his family after spending 56 days in captivity following the abduction of teachers and pupils in Oriire local government area of Oyo State. Speaking during a telephone interview, Zacchaeus Olatunde recounted the ordeal, claiming that the victims were not rescued by security operatives as widely reported. According to him, the kidnappers voluntarily released them before security personnel later met and escorted them to safety. The account has generated widespread reactions across social media, with many Nigerians expressing relief over the safe return of the victims, while others have raised questions about the circumstances surrounding their release. The conflicting narratives have fueled calls for greater transparency regarding the incident and the official accounts of the operation. The development has also renewed attention on Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde's earlier appeal for the United Nations and other international human rights and accountability organizations to investigate the circumstances surrounding the abduction. Although Makinde's call initially attracted criticism from some quarters, with opponents questioning the timing and necessity of seeking international involvement. The recent claims by the released teacher have prompted renewed support for an independent investigation. Advocates argue that an external inquiry could help establish the facts surrounding the incident and provide greater accountability. Meanwhile, Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu on Policy Communications, Daniel Bwala, has alleged that foreign interests are contributing to Nigeria's security challenges. Speaking on the Link Up podcast, Paula said terrorism in neighboring Sahel countries has exacerbated insecurity in Nigeria. He claimed that some armed groups carry out attacks in Nigerian communities before retreating across international borders, making security operations more complex. Paula also alleged that foreign nationals have been identified among some arrested Boko Haram suspects, arguing that the cross-border dimensions of terrorism has significantly complicated efforts to address Nigeria's security crisis.
That immediately we started seeing these people in Nigeria lifting a Russian flag. Some people beg the question.
This was in the north.
Yes, in the north. Some people beg the question whether they are testing the microphone. This thing I'm saying, there is no country of the world that doesn't do that. As far as I am giving foreign component. Our soldiers have arrested foreign nationals in the midst of Boko Haram.
What countries?
So for security reasons, the military refused to disclose their nationality, but the government of Nigeria related with those nationalities. And countries, what they do is that if you catch somebody like that, you go keep them until that country has something also you need, so you do prisoner exchange. Boko Haram and ISIS, for example, is not in Nigeria.
Right.
Started from there, follow come here. Boko Haram, indigenous in Nigeria, then they now pledge their allegiance to ISIS at some point. So this is the international component.
The border concern raised by Bwala provide additional context to the Oriire abduction, linking the incident to ongoing discussions about the evolving nature of insecurity in Nigeria and the need for coordinated efforts to tackle both domestic and transactional security threats. Afolabi Deborah, Rulers World Television.